needed extra space, predominantly because the house that we've moved into and where we live at the moment had 3 bedrooms, but the bedrooms weren't necessarily all fit for purpose and large enough for us as a family. We've got, as I mentioned, 3 bedrooms, but the smallest of which is actually probably too small, and obviously my daughter's getting a little bit bigger now, and as she grows, we felt that she was going to grow out of it quite quickly. And hence the reason we felt what we needed some extra space, and a loft conversion was a natural choice. So this was the correct time for us, predominantly because we felt that we moved into this house. We've been here a couple of years now, settled in. We really like the area, really like the locality. And for us, it felt that actually, as I said, with the children growing up now, making that investment now and actually investing into a loft conversion was probably the right thing to do at this stage, as opposed to as the children get slightly older. And then, as I said, for us, it just felt that now would be the best time, given the fact that, as I said, the children are still a little bit young. They could have this space, and we could obviously have our own space as well, and it would kind of like future-proof the property, so to speak, hence the reason why we went for it. So in relation to concerns, I expect that we probably had similar concerns to most people when embarking on such a venture. It's obviously a very big investment. It was for us, and when we were obviously sourcing suppliers, we wanted to have that confidence that that we were going to get not only value for money, but obviously someone who was reputable, who was going to be able to do the job to the highest quality and highest standard. And obviously meet all of our requirements in terms of the look and feel, and almost have that vision that we had, so to speak. Those are, I think, predominant concerns, and as I said, started to look for potential providers, we found that L&B ultimately would meet those requirements. So L&B alleviated those concerns, I think, predominantly by means of being very clear, transparent, and upfront, I think, in terms of the way they were going to perform the work, but also in terms of the way they presented their costs, the breakdown, and also, I guess, just the knowledge they were able to impart in terms of the way they would go about doing such a project. Also, obviously, given that their experience and background, they'd done a number of similar loft conversions in the area, in fact, another on the road, which was obviously another key driver for us to almost alleviate those fears. But as I said, they met our requirements in that regard. So the project itself, I can say, didn't materially affect our day-to-day lives. Naturally, obviously, when trying to build another floor on a building, there was an element of noise, which was anticipated and expected. But in terms of our day-to-day work, a lot, because of obviously the build itself, the majority of the build was done outside the house. There was very little disruption in terms of people coming in and out of the property. It was only at a certain point when obviously staircases go in, and then obviously some internal works begin. That's when obviously there was more people kind of in and out, but even that didn't materially kind of impact our day-to-day lives. So overall, it was quite smooth. So I'll probably say I'm most impressed with the quality of the individual tradesmen who came in. Generally speaking, everyone was very polite, everyone was very amenable, everyone was very accommodating to our requirements and how we wanted things done. and that really helped, because obviously, you know, you're letting various individuals into your home where you live, and you want to make sure that, you know, they're coming in and the people that you're interacting with and asking to do certain things and the way you want things done, that they are amenable to your specific requirements. So no, from that perspective, I think it was arguably the way things were managed, I think overall was something that we were very impressed with. And yeah, it was a big part of obviously the way things were done. So the extra space that's been created here obviously has massively and positively affected our living and our day-to-day lives. We obviously managed to get extra space up here. So as a family, we feel that we've now built a home which has longevity and a property which we can actually, you know, almost grow old into. Now that we've got the space up here, the kids have got their own rooms, and we've managed to get the smaller bedroom converted into a study as well. So overall, I think all of our requirements have been met, and the extra space, as I said, has given us an opportunity to really utilise the property long term. So in relation to recommending L&B, I'd say certainly yes. They were very professional in their approach, and I think the key thing was they committed to doing what they said they would. I think that was obviously important for me. When someone commits to doing something in a certain way, they committed to doing something, they delivered to the expectations, and ultimately, yeah, on that basis, I'd say I'd be happy to recommend them.